G'day everybody, how are we all today? Hopefully everybody is doing well in the background. See there's not many people here yet. Might be a big long show tonight. Been away for a good week and a half, attending to a mate's funeral. And just trying to get back motivated to complete the layout. I need to do that with the modifications I'm doing to it. The room is still in a mess, so I'm not in there. I don't have Anthony Joyce on the show today. Him and Anthony and Joyce are out for dinner. He's forgot his wallet, so he's got to do the dishes. So he won't be in the show tonight. I will try to go for an hour, but it's not going to be guaranteed. The weather's been nasty since I've been back. We've been getting some rain still, so while it's still clear, I've got to get out and do some more work. What I've been doing is I've been expanding. I've had wood cut up, or the ply cut up, because I'm widening a couple of tracks there to do two a big long double main basically. I'm just going to say a quick hello as everyone's slowly coming in. G'day Randall, how are you? Looks like you're the first one for the cookie and the biscuit. You got to fight the rabbit for it. Thomas, yeah, you're working on a layout too. I got to get cracking on mine. I've lost just over a week on mine, week and a bit. Peyton, Ralphan, how are you, buddy? John from C and E, how are you? Hopefully you're well. Ken Amos, how are you? Yeah, so it's not much. I haven't done much in the last week. If you guys probably noticed, I haven't been in a lot of chats. It's because I have not been home. I've been away in South Australia. I didn't go roll fanning. I've basically been there to I fell with an old buddy of mine. Someone that taught me the ropes and whatnot, how to do the road training 34 years ago, basically. 33 years. Geez, that's a long time. A real great buddy. It's going to be a great loss. G'day, Steve. Steve 87, how are you? So I didn't go any roll fanning. I just wasn't into it. And since I've been home, I got home Thursday morning, my time, which is Wednesday night for you guys in the US. Just trying to get myself kickstarted again and get back into it. I have been down a fair bit. It's while I was down there, we found out there's been a few other guys also that have tragically lost their lives in our job, and with me, with what I've had, my wreck, I mean, not as severe as what these guys have had. It's giving me a big thinking and thought what I'm going to do once I recover. I've got to go and see the surgeon on Monday about my left shoulder. I'll have a bit more to do with that on Monday. We know which way we're going to head. But in the meantime, I'm thinking about going back to, with me going back to work. I was thinking about going back out the west to do a bit more road training for at least another 2, 3, 4 years. After seeing that, I went for a ride with a buddy who picked me up, took me across. After what I'm seeing on the roads with these new drives we got in this country, it's scary and it's deadly. I don't know how I'm going to cope, to be honest. I just don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, enough of that. So as I said, the layout hasn't really been worked on much in this last week. The fairies or whatnot didn't come over, the leprechauns, to work on a layout while I'm gone. So I got to do it all myself. And with being in such a short space, I did take some of the track out and trying to save it, but one of the areas what I'm working at is a little bit awkward. And g'day, Chris, aficionado, how are you? One of the sections while I'm working, and as you guys know, I've had little square access holes, but the one towards the wall, yeah, it's a little bit cramped to work in now because I widened the how to say, I widen up the wood that's been used to lay the track on. Now the old section that I've taken out, I'm thinking that it's all one piece. Stupid me didn't realise it was two pieces. So when I took it out, trying to save the track so I don't have to solder all the flex track again. When I took it out, he's bent and he's taken all the damaged some of the tyres and bent the rail. So I've got a little bit of flex track still left. Looks like I'm going to have to do some soldering after the show. I'm trying to save as much of that flex track as I could, because one, I don't want to go to Sydney and waste time going to Sydney. G'day, Ray. How are you, buddy? I don't want to waste money going up to Sydney and to get some more track for a few lengths. I just want to get it done. Time's ticking, and in between appointments and everything else and life, it just take me away. Now I need to get that done because I've got a visitor coming in about a month's time, and I've got to get the rest of the place sorted out. Right, so with what I'm doing with the rails, with doing the passing, what I'm doing is to make it easier on myself to lay the track, to do the curves and that. I've got these little gadgets I got from the hobby shop, and it's a great spacer. And to do my radiuses and the curves, I do the good spacing between the rails, particularly with the passenger cars. I've been using this thread one. It's really nice. It is a bit of a wider spread than normal, but since I'm working in an 8 foot and 8 foot 6 inch width layout, I need wider spacing. So some of the carriages, when they go around the curve, they won't hit each other. There is a wider one, which is this yellow one. This one I found out is used around the station area to do the platforms in the middle. I find that a good little spacing tool. I've got a whole heap of these in there. It's one of the best investments I ever had. Hang on. So using those tools, it just makes laying the track work a lot easier. I did use it on the station, the main station area, and as I come out of it or into it, whichever way you want to look into it, it just made setting the spacing out a lot easier. I'm going to put an invite on. I'm going to stay on as long as I can. I'm trying my best not to do any ranting or anything like that because I really don't want to be into that tonight. Yeah, still just trying to get back, trying to get the wheel rolling as such. Not in the train room because the train room is a real big mess at the moment. Sadly, I've got to find someone that knows how to fix up Australian engines up in Sydney later on. those 2, 3 that I've actually sent away to get fixed up, they didn't do a good job on it. One's the decoder's burnt out on it, so I think I don't know what he's done to it. It's actually the decoder definitely failed. Never had any dramas with it before. I believe the motor or the gearing is very tight, which has drawn a lot of amps into the motor and is into the decoder, and it's burnt it. The other one is supposed to change the gearing, but it's like it's slipping the gear. And more two of them actually. It's like it's slipping the gear inside of it. So the whole thing needs to be revamped. I'll have to take it up to Sydney and get someone to have a look at it. I'm very happy with the way he did the repairs on it. Just my mind's just not on it. And if I started like with some of the other projects I've got here, it will just sit in the box, just sitting on the side and never get completed. And I want to get it finished. Right now, one of the things before I went away, I was working on the starting to lay the track. I was trying to get a reverse loop down the bottom with a crossover. Apparently, because I don't have enough room to do a double inner and to put the turnout in, you just couldn't get the geometry radiuses out. I've had to remove that. So I'm not going to have a reverse loop on the layout. But then again, I can use the layout as a point-to-point, and there is a big turntable for some of the engines, particularly steam engines, to go down and turn around in. Uh-oh. Here's trouble.
Hey, Artie.
Buddy?
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, trying to. Yeah, I feel like one of those old lawnmowers, that you got those zip cords on. You had to pull to get
Oh,
it
yeah.
started. Yeah, that's how I'm going. I'm feeling like that at the moment. I just need that cord to be pulled and get started again. Thank you for filling in last week.
Oh, no problem. Like I said, sorry, it was on short notice, but I just happened to work out that way. So
yeah. Now I don't know how I'm going to do things for June when Anthony is here. I don't know whether we're going to be able to do the live streams or not, depending where we're going to be, or how long they're going to be.
yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. We'll talk more about it next week when he's on the show. Yeah, I'm looking forward for him, but I've got to get that training room done. It just doesn't seem to be moving quick enough. You get distractions, and then when you get that distraction, trying to get back into it is just not happening. If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, I know all about kind of unpredictability and whatnot. So
yeah, yeah, it's yeah. As I said, I just want to get the layout going because nothing is running at the moment. There's just so much still to do within a little time. But it's good. I've got extra turnout motors now.
there you go.
Yeah, that's
He never had too many spares.
yeah, because hang on, excuse me, I just dropped something. We deal with life just as a way of interrupting us. Yeah, that's right, Ken. It does, but nothing worse than when you get interruptions that you don't need in life. I mean, yeah, he just knocks the wind out of you, and you think, "Oh, why are you doing all this? Why am I doing this? Am I gonna live to sorry to put it this way. So, am I going to live to enjoy it? So basically,
Yeah, that's something everybody needs to ask at some point when you're building something like that.
Yeah. Because while we got together with old workmates and that on the road, some like we're a community like this little railway community that's developed here on YouTube. But particularly those that been in the trucking game know we're a big family. But we don't normally see each other unless we're on the road and get together. And sadly, the only time we get together is Christmas time and funerals. But on the week leading up to my friend's accident, there was a total of 6 truck drivers killed in the country in a matter of 2 weeks. And that's scary. And a lot of these guys that did get killed wasn't their fault. So, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, I took those turnouts out, and when I went to buy some extra turnout motors, I thought, yeah, I'm going to have enough now. Now I've got 2 spares. I actually can't wait to finish it. But the only thing I don't have enough of is those BD20s. Took my layout 3 levels 4 years ago. And between health and work, haven't even got to the bench work started. Oh yeah. That's the same as Greg from Midsummer Railways. I don't know if anyone's noticed him missing in the action. You've known him. He's been down for nearly 2 years. He's a great chap. He's the one that helped me off and kicked off my I got some coming, Thomas. I did have to I bought them from Train World in New York. They had plenty in stock, so I got some from them. We'd geez, I gotta keep trying. Sorry, I'm still trying to keep on track. Sorry, I just lost track of what I was saying.
I've done that many times.
I was still not completely with it. And usually I can talk. Yeah, Greg from Midsummer Railways. A great chap. He had gone through. He had a big operation on cancer and stomach cancer, and there is a post up for him. I'll see if I can get his link up. He did do a post not long ago with an update of what he's doing, and yeah, he did do a he did do an update on what he's doing. Yeah, you subscribe to him, Ken? Yeah. If all goes well when Anthony and Joyce is here, we're going to go down and pop in and give him a visit. I have spoken to him on the phone a few times. It's good. G'day, Eric from ANC. Hopefully you're well. The other chap I need to get a hold of is Creepy 013. He's only up the top of the mountain here. He's another chap I need to get a hold of because hopefully he's doing all right. Those are the 2 guys from the Australian community here that I have not seen for a while. So, Two great chaps. Need to get a hold of them. Now, I'm not going to be doing much of rail fanning next few days or this next week or two. And as I said, I need to get the layout done. Well, it's never complete. I just need to complete the track work, basically. Then you sit down, enjoy doing another little test run, see if everything runs perfect, fine with it, and then finalise all the track work and whatnot after that, and electrical work, because I do want to install signals. There's a lot of planning involved, but you do tend to go what they call brain dead, so to speak. You're trying to solve, trying to get something done, but the brain just not functioning. How do I do it? And when you get a lot going on, it's a bit hard for the brain to focus. So it's good. I walked away from it for a little bit because I don't want to make too much of a mess on the layout. And it's worrying. Don't want to put more wires than what I have to, like I did before. So is this one of the new SkyTrains locomotives?
Yeah, that's the first of the new ones. That's the AC 4400. Right there. I like the sound file they used. They kind of changed up the sound files a little bit with this engine over the dash. Now it sounds a lot more realistic, especially air compressor and fan.
That is one thing I try to do with the Soundtrack Tsunami 2's decoder. I put two of them in the Kato P42s that I got. And trying to get the compressor, the sound like the compressor on the P42s takes a lot of doing. But that whoosh sound that comes in, to imitate that is really, really hard. You've got to play around with the equalizer and the sound files to get it right. So you just got the BNSF out in that AC44.
Yeah. I've only got a BNSF one.
So why didn't you get CS6? You're in CS6 territory.
Yeah, I thought about getting a CSX one, but I really wanted these H2 BNS an H2 BNSF one. Because that kind of takes me to a bit of my late childhood with this engine. So hard to imagine. I remember these things when they were brand new back in 2000. Well, they got the first ones back in 2000. So,
I know that with BHP Billiton, they bought a whole heap of the cancelled order of the AC70s, SD70s that BNSF bought.
Yeah.
That was a cancelled order. They bought a whole heap of them and shipped them over to West Australia. Or they got the only way you can tell they're the BNSF engines are they got the BNSF orange on it.
Yep.
They didn't do the rest of the masking on it. Like the darker colours on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kept it in that orange. It's almost like the BHP Billiton's colour scheme, which is funny because they did use the when they had the blue and white colour scheme. That blue that's on that Sparky will be happy on this one. Is Conrail blue. You use Conrad Blue on it. There's a couple of engines there I've got to finish up. That's got the Pilbara cab on it, but I know Sparky won't be happy because I've got what's his name? What's his name? Yeah, because I used one of the engines that was in the CSX, in the Conrail colours, and I repainted it, but I never finished. One of those projects you start and never finish. It was one of my early scratch builds as well, because it was a scratch built cab using a Barkman mech. We've got an in-scale bulldozer. Hey, well, that's great, Eric. So that track cleaning car you got there, that's just basically you're doing it just to wipe the track, are you?
Yeah, just keeps track clean. It's real easy to get it dirty here because there's so much dust and stuff. It just flies all over the air and gets on the track. So
I've noticed ever since I haven't been opening the window in the train room. I know it gets hot during the summer. I haven't needed to clean the track up as much since I don't open the windows anymore. Used to get a lot of black dust in it. Again, I used to want to be on the track. And living so close to the steelworks and coal mines, you get a lot of that coal dust and metal particles actually falling down on the track and creating tarnishing and whatnot. What you use your track cleaning car, Randall? That track cleaning car, I've got a rack of 3 put together. They work as a vacuum, and they also got a polishing disc underneath them. And they also got 2 pads underneath. They got a felt pad and a sponge pad. With the sponge pad, you can actually put a liquid that like a track cleaning liquid in it. And as the train goes around, it actually lubricates or cleans the track with the sponge. G'day, Scott Rose, how are you? And I actually find it really good. Look, the way I set mine up, I've got the vacuuming car up the front. I got the what do I put in the middle of it? I'll put the polishing pad in the middle of it. It's got very, very fine. It's like a very fine sandpaper. They do have that attachment for it.
that's what's under that car now. Is the bracer pad.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the last car that just does all the buffing down and lubricating and whatnot. We're using a track.
And then this train on the inside loop also has a track cleaning car on it. Yeah. But it's a little different. It's got 2 small pads on it and a motor. It's got 2 motors in it, and each one drives a pad with a kind of felt type pad underneath. It really keeps the track really good and clean. In fact, I think it does the best out of any track clean car I've ever had. It's just that it's not DCC powered. You got a hardwired decoder into it.
Yeah.
Make it DCC compatible.
Yeah. I've when I use my track cleaning set on my layout, I don't have to touch it again for about between 3 to 6 months. No, it's not my layout, Scott. My layout is still in a huge compressed mess. So I'm just showing off Randall's at the moment. He's got a good layout.
I was waiting for the other train on.
Christmas in Australia is in June. It's only around the corner. Yeah, they're good. I don't use alcohol on mine. I actually got this other stuff called Inox, which I get from over here. And it's in a little spray bottle, like the little pump action spray gun. And it does really good. A piece of masonite. I gotta find some masonite. That's one thing that's very, very hard to do. But what I do have is sections of plying cork, and I do run the cork over it, and it does clean it up. I did use alcohol before, but I noticed with the alcohol, it does leave a little bit of residue on it, which is sort of not really good. But you got to be careful with the alcohol with all these new plastic models too. If you got it on your hand, and even with some of the tracks tires, it actually can melt it and damage the tires, and even the plastic on the shells, which I did have on some of them. I had the residue on my hand and picked the car up, and I got my fingerprints on it. I had a cabinet shop. I have probate tea. Yeah, well, you use what you can. G'day, John Benicki. How are you? Hi. I'm going for a little bit longer. As I said, I want to make the most of the nice weather outside because I do have a bit of plywood still out there. And if I need to cut up and whatnot, since it's not raining and electrical, you know what it is, like power saws, it's not fun using them outside in the wet. I don't need a spiky hairdo. But Christmas is at Randall's place all the time, isn't it, Randall?
Yep. The Christmas trees have a permanent fixture here, so without them, it would be much darker on this layout. So,
but at least you can say you got a tree on your layout.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's a big ancient tree that survived how many millions of years? So you can be sort of prototypical. Yeah. Actually, even if I did want to do a bit of rail fanning in South Australia, where I was out of Adelaide, there really wasn't much action going out west. Unfortunately, the line's still down. They're still working on track work from all the major flooding that they had with a lot of the water, a lot of the rivers washed a lot of the rail down. Our trains should be back up and in action to the south of me. There was a lot of washouts and damages there. The line has been reopened to Kiama, but from Kiama down to Bombardier, where we've got the ethanol train, that is still shut.
Yeah, I just saw Ken Amos' question there. We were talking about just a minute ago, Ken. We use these track clean cars, clean track on my layout. With that, I would actually have to physically climb on top of the layout to reach the tracks on the other side. So,
yeah, just a bugger when you got those hard to reach places, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, see, there's not a lot of room where this layout's sitting. The back side of it's sitting right up against the wall, and then there's only maybe 2 feet to the other wall that you got space in. You see, I can show you. Turn the camera around. There's the other wall right there. You can see how narrow that is.
That's what my patio looked like before we got the wind. G'day, Kevin. How are you, buddy? Hopefully you're all right in New Zealand. Eric, it's not so much. The thing is, I did have a tarpaulin and that tarpaulin. It's not so much the rain and the shock that I'm afraid of. It was just a big gusty wind and everything else. So I'm using this like a melamine product. That's like compressed wood. Instead of because that's what I have left over because I ran out of plywood when I was doing the layout, and this Marmite or whatever, it's actually quite good. I don't need cork under the track. It's reasonably quiet. G'day, Papa John. How are you?
Hey, Papa John.
Because really, it was really hard to get enough cork to do my layout when I was laying the track. And when I got use this product to put on the track, it's actually quite quiet. So I said I don't need cork. But the wind, it's cold, and the rain wasn't coming in straight down. It was coming in sideways on the patio. And this material is almost like chipboard. It cannot get too wet. If it gets too wet, it just expands and goes all soft and yucky. So best just to have it covered up in tarps. And just wait for the weather clear. It's cleared up today, so I'll be on for a little bit longer, and I'll bugger off and get some work done. Mush. Yeah, it turns into mush, Eric, yeah. Yesterday I was doing a little bit of sorting out the track, and Pixie usually sits at the top steps at the back step. And the weather got that wild that she's like, nah, I'm coming inside. I'm not even going out there. And she just stayed put for the rest of the day. She was not going out. Yeah. So now, how you got that train running on the inside?
It's got It's got a DC power pack control on the inside loop.
Yeah.
There's no real interference going on between the two trains. They both have their own designated space to run on.
But I've got to say, look, particularly nowadays, our trains are pretty much high speed. They really get up and rock and roll.
Yeah,
They highball it.
These things, the trains on the inside loop really run too. Right now, it's sitting on probably about 65% power. So
yeah.
Hey,
Kyle Stevens, how are you?
Hey, Kyle.
Oh, you got it, because you can really rub it in, Papa John. You're really good. Yeah, I really want to be out and about. I've got to get this layout going. I want to get out and about and start getting footages of the new, what do they call them? Not Waratah sets, the new train sets that we got. Running out of Sydney, the new double deckers. G'day, Les. How are you, buddy? Hopefully you're not getting smashed up too bad. I've looked at the radar and looked at the weather warnings up the north your way. It's not too good up there either. We got pounded here. We didn't get so much the big heavy rains, but it was just oh yeah, Eric, I'm still under surveillance. So yeah, when he gets the heavy lifting, I'll get young guy from next door to come and give me a hand, which is good. It cost me a couple of 6-packs, but hey, it's worth it. Yeah, they'll be keeping me under surveillance for a long time. Um, the thing that I really got we got about 2 seconds of hail here on Friday, and that's about it. One thing that I got disappointed about with the weather yesterday, it was Saturday, is football season. There is a tradition here in Australia that's becoming a tradition where a lot of people go to Bunnings, which is like Home Depot. Not so much to do the shopping, just to go for the sausage sizzle and do some window shopping. But it's a junior football season here, and because of the weather, the games got cancelled. So I still missed out. Second time, I missed out on my bacon and egg rolls. You guys call them sandwiches over there. And my barbecue hot dogs, barbecue sausages across the road. So money in the wallet, still have nothing to eat. Got to go out and get my own. Bris Vegas. Here's down at Grafton, Robin, on the west side of the river. G'day, James. How are you? Your stickers will be arriving on my place. A new batch of stickers are arriving hopefully Monday afternoon. They have landed in Sydney, so I just got to wait for them to get into my hands. And once they're in my hand, I'll post it over to you, and there will be something in there for you as well. I'm in hot. Holy shit, what? Hopefully you're recovering well, James. That is not good news. Oh, shit.
Oh, dang.
G'day, Marty's training shed. That is one news that I did not want to hear. Well, hopefully you're well and recovering.
Yeah, get well soon, James.
Yeah. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, take it real easy. We'd we will miss you, but yeah, just take it easy. Okay, let me catch up. How you doing, Marty? Get your toolbox and get down here, will you, mate? No, better not. The last time we met up, you had storms and rain around you, so I'm not looking into that. So far, doing okay. That's good to hear. Yeah, get well soon, bud. Get well soon. Having operations like with shoulder joints and whatnot, that's not too bad. But having that sort of drama, that's not good. She'll be home tonight. Good. Okay. Just rest easy, take it easy, listen to the doctors, listen to your nurses, and listen to the boss. The boss. Yeah, listen to the wife. So, do you want me to pick you up, James? Oh, okay, all right. Prayers for prayers for James. Hopefully, he gets well soon. Hopefully, you're not going to be overdoing it a bit, but yeah, a spanner in the works. Marty, what have you been up to? Hopefully, you've been well. I gather you've been traveling all around the world again with the national motor railway conventions and that. Excuse me. Yeah, that is another shock news. We don't need any more. We've already had enough passing away this year, and especially on my side of it. I mean, I did enjoy my trip over in the US, but g'day, Tammy, how are you? Send you nickel size. Oh, geez. Some damage. Oh, as long as the train shed's not damaged and the house is not damaged, that'll be the main thing there, Tammy. Hopefully you guys are well. Yeah, it's supposed to be clearing up here. So as I said, I've got to make the most of it. I'm not going to be much on people's streams again this year. This week is not because I need to get all this work done. And I've got to get away from the computer because these computers, I don't know what it is. Once you sit down on them,
it's been pretty cool today already. It's only been in the mid 60s today. But they're saying it might get down to upper 30s tonight again, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, hang on. It's Tammy. Hang on. Let me have a look to see what damage she's got. Just bear with me for a minute. Computers suck. Exactly. The computers and these smartphones, they do suck you in. And once you sit down, I'll just have a quick look at this. I'll have a quick look at that. Next minute, 2 hours is gone. You know, it's like, it's just madness. So I just want to just get away from it. Okay. What's going on here? Why haven't I got the...
I was going to yank off the freight cars on this outside loop and put my double stack weld cars on. But I did that trip to Springfield and I was too worn out to swap cars out and eat and everything. And just never got around to it. Might do that for next week's stream.
Seeing. Oh, okay. Okay, Marty. Keep the bad weather away from you, eh? Because you brought the rain with you when you went to Springfield. You brought the rain and snow with you, all the stormy weather.
Ooh.
Some of the gutter pulled off front the house.
I actually went to Springfield, Missouri today. They probably well got a trip up that way.
Okay, let me have a look. Is it all right if I share it with the guys there, Tammy? Philip will check the roofs tomorrow. Okay. Should just get some of this Calamont shooting from up the road here. Put that over the road. Not good. And let me have a look. Hang on. Shut that one down. How do I get this? Okay, hang on. Oh man, that's nearly as good as what we had here. Has she got any photos of that?
Tell you what, came a hailstorm one time about 19 or 20 years ago. We had 3 of those mid to late 80s model cars. Ford cars had the vinyl roof on the back of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it come, I think it was like baseball size hail or golf ball size hail or something like that. Anyway, great big hail, and just beat the vinyl roof come off of it.
Okay, Eric, you take care, buddy. The snow was good to see in Springfield. I brought the rain. It was sunny where I was, Marty. I brought the sun, but you brought so much rain from Queensland up there. It was already raining before I even arrived. So Oh yeah, I didn't bring the rain because wherever I went, it was clear. I even asked Tammy. I think we only had a couple one day of a drizzle rain, but we've actually wherever I went, it was nice. It was cold, but it was nice. We got 3 inches of rain. Sorry to say it. I'll just share the video if I can, Tammy. Um, There he is. There's Anthony Dodge. He's finally finished doing the dishes.
Hey, Anthony.
All right. Let me just do something for a minute here. Hang on.
And hello to everybody in the chat too. Forgot to say hi to everybody, but
I don't know if he's home or not, but let me just show this video first, and then I'll send him the link. That's not what I wanted. Geez, I don't know how to do this anymore. 2 weeks, and I've already forgot how to drive this bloody thing. All right, go that one, there, go that one. Okay. Let's put the sound on. Well,
pretty good storm going out there.
that's tropical rain. That's Queensland weather. Well, you can still. Can you hear the sound? Um,
Oh,
I like the texture and the brickwork. Oh man, yeah, yeah. That hail will make a mess of that anytime. Hey, g'day, Andy. How are you? Um, during this, yeah. Well, that's what the storms are like up where Robin is and Marty is. So, like with the snow that was up in Springfield, Massachusetts, what it actually was just the melted version, which that ended up being snow. Was actually hail, but it was snow that Marty took up there. Sorry, Marty, you're not going to live it out with us two horses being up there. That is something like what we had here 2 weeks ago. It was nasty. It was that bad, if not worse. We got close to, on the edge of the mountains, we got roughly about 9 inches in 9 to 12 inches in just over an hour. And it's just madness. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it. I know everyone's coming in here. I'm going to call it quits. Going to start calling it quits. I do want to get this. I do want to get this layout up and done. So I really got to get away from this. If you can hold on to it later on, Chris, because I really do want to get away from here off the computer and get some work done. Because as I was just saying before, these computers, once you get off them or get on them, it's hard to get off it. But I really need to get this layout done. Not so much done, get the track work done, because it's still got a fair bit to do on it. It don't look like much, but when you got a crawl underneath it and in little spaces and yeah, that makes it a little bit it makes the construction work a little bit stronger. Than you got to do the contortionist trick. Now I know what it looked like, what it felt like. These Qantas engineers going into all those nooks and crannies and doing electrical work. So, Randall, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, perfect when to come on, Artie.
Thanks for filling in for Anthony. I think he's finished.
No problem, anytime.
He looks like he's finished doing his dishes, so he's free again. Next week, I should be back up here again. Hopefully in the layout room. That's the plan anyway. I did have plans to get in there this weekend, but stop planning and then that will happen. So I probably won't see many of you guys this week. After next weekend, once the track works up, you'll start seeing me again a bit more on here. So until then, everyone, have fun, stay safe, and see you guys all soon.
See you guys.
Bye for now.